What is up, boys? It's bright and early. It's like 8:30 Saturday morning. We're gonna get some shit done for once. Today I'm going to partake my damnedest in getting these doors out. Had a long hard road with these doors that come on this truck. As y'all know, if y'all been with me since the beginning, you know how annoying it has been to not have a freaking door handle on this side, because there's two reasons why this door sucks. You know, the door that comes factory on the truck, I'm saying that it sucks. Here's why. So I have no door handle, so I can't I've tried pulling these rods and all that. I think it's literally gone. Whatever the rod is that opens, I think it's gone, because I've never been able to figure out how to open this door other than rolling the window down and sticking your hand outside and opening it. Well, here's the problem with rolling the window down when you're, you know, a kid like me that just can't leave nothing alone and has to put shit that don't belong in a truck. If you go and put the old window crank on here, it kind of doesn't freaking work because the dash is in the way. So you have to sit here and ratchet the damn window crank to get anything done. Well, that sucks really bad at night when you can't see and you have the windows up and you can't stick your arm out the window to open the door, so you got to sit there and panic and try to frickin' get the window rolled down so you can stick your hand out the window. And it just ain't it, boys. So I've got some free time. Just got over COVID. I'm basically using today and tomorrow to like try to get back, you know, some strength to me, because sitting in bed and laying on the couch for 2 weeks really fucked me up good. I have like no energy at all, but we're gonna get shit done. So I'm gonna start with the doors. Basically the driver's side, well, I already put my new mirrors on, so I gotta pull these mirrors off so I can put those on the new doors. And then the driver's side door I got does not have a outer handle, so I've got to put that on the other door. And then the new doors are also electric, so I bought a harness for the electric windows, which is right here. Super easy. All we have to really do work wise is run the hot to where we want to run it, and then run the ground, and then all we've got to do is splice into the window motor hot, basically the up and down of the window motor on each door, and then boom, we've got electric windows. So that's going to solve my window issue of not being able to, basically I have to decide when I'm about to go drive the truck if the windows are going to be down the whole time or if they're going to be halfway up or what, because I can't change them while I'm driving. So that's going to help me out on that deal. Now I'll be able to roll the windows up and down however I want. It has a dual control on the driver's side, so I can roll the passenger window up and down if I want to while I'm driving. It don't matter. And then also we'll have door handles on both sides on the inside, so you'll be able to open the door if you want to from the inside. Also, another benefit to these doors is they're straight. It's dirty, so we can't tell. I'm sure with my luck there's a ding in it somewhere, but it's not near as bad as ours is. And then the passenger side door is also straight. No big dents or dings at all. So we're in great shape both ways, boys. Finally, 2 straight doors. That saves us some body work. Here's the passenger side. Remember, we were gonna have to do something about all this. Now we don't. Now we're gonna have a perfect straight edge to go off of, a straight door, to get this fender kind of tweaked back where we need it to be, get the bolt situation straightened out, and then you know, we can move on to body work after that. But for now, we're gonna get these doors knocked out. These pins, if you've had one, you know this is not the greatest time, but we're gonna do it. We've got to knock both pins out of both sides. It's gonna be kind of a bitch to do by myself, but I took those doors off by myself, so pretty sure I can take another set off by myself and at least attempt to rehang it. If not, by that time of the day, Christian might be on his way home then, and I can get him to give me a hand or whatever. We'll figure it out. But anyways, yeah, let's get going. Whew. All right. The time lapse was edited like nobody else's business, but that was a pain in the ass. But once I figured out what I was doing, it got a little better. Basically, I wasn't really realizing at first. Like, I opened the pack and realized that there's 4 bigger bushings and 4 smaller bushings. Well, I wasn't catching that the big one goes on the side where the pin goes in, because, you know, there's the fat side of the pin and then the skinny side. So like, that wasn't clicking to me at first. So like, the big hole, it goes on this side, the little hole went on this side because the pin goes in this way. You know, so it fits the bottom side perfect, but the fatter side can fit this side, you know. Knucklehead. But anyways, I've got the driver's side. This is the new door. Got the new bushing in. Got the new bushings in here on the chassis side. Took a magic eraser and kind of just cleaned everything up. There was a bunch of grime and stuff, so cleaned all that up. Let's see, yeah, I don't have much else to do. I realized there's a huge difference in wiring. This is all I have coming out of my 95, which I'm gonna assume that was for electric locks, and this is what comes out of the electric door. So yeah, some of this won't be necessary because I'm doing my own window switch and my own window harness, so some of this is not necessary, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know, this may have been an electric mirror vehicle. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go in and cook breakfast because I finally have an appetite again. So I'm gonna cook me some breakfast. When I get back out here, we'll get this driver's side door handle, the outside door handle put in. We'll get the lock put on and everything on, make sure it's working right before we get into the truck. And then, man, I hate how these windows seal. But get all that straight out here, and then once I have that done, I'm gonna try to at least make the window motor connection on the plug and play harness, and at least get that pigtail sticking out of the door right there, get that done before I hang the door. And then we'll get it hung on here. I'll probably, you know what, I'm probably gonna go ahead and take the passenger side off and get all basically the same thing done for the other side. It's kind of tough. I figured out a little trick with the floor jack there to hold the door just right, so I can pull the pins out and then pick the door up. I may try to put it on that way, but it might be a biatch, so I don't know. But basically, we're gonna take a break right quick. I'm gonna go eat me some breakfast with Ashley. She also has COVID too, unfortunately. I gave it to her, so I'm gonna go in there and take care of her, cook us some breakfast, chill out for a second, and then we'll get back out here and get back to it. Alright guys, I really struggled with the door handle there, but I got it done. Yeah, there's the door handle. That was a whole ordeal. The main issue I had was I couldn't get the damn key tumbler to like snap back into the handle. Pretty sure I was doing it wrong, and I finally broke down and looked up a video, and like 2 different videos where first thing they did was roll the window down and then like take all this out. Well, you know, you see the way things are, I don't have a way to roll the window down. So basically I took all these screws loose and like bent this out, wedged my arm in here. Whole ordeal, but I got it done. Don't really want to talk about that because that was a nightmare. So now I've moved on to, I'm trying to get this window wiring situation figured out. So driver's side switch, because I've got drivers and passengers switches. Basically what I have convinced myself of is this is going to be for the driver's side up and down. I pulled up a diagram and we've got of the front switch, the driver's side is dark blue and brown from the door, and then to the switch we've got dark blue and brown as driver's side and light blue and tan as passenger side, the blues being the ups and the brown and tans being the downs, or well actually that's flipped. So dark blue down, brown up. So we know that this is the window switch. You may have asked, how did I guess that? I ordered one of these switches because at first I was going to do this, and I've decided against that since then. But if you look, the top half where the window switches are is this plug. The locks is that plug. And as you can see, it's a skinny plug. 8 holes, 5 pins together, and we've got a skinny plug, 8 holes, 5 pins together, with the middle one being a fat one. Perfect. So remember, we had dark blue and brown as driver's side, light blue and tan as passenger side. So these are our wires that we need to tap for the motors, which I actually don't need to tap the light blue and tan because it runs through GM's harness. I'm not using GM's harness, I'm using this one. So passenger side is this brown and purple that goes to the other side in this harness. So all I need to do is take this light blue and green and match them up to the brown and dark blue here. Now on the truck we have dark blue is down, brown is up. So dark blue is down, brown is up. So with brown being up, we look at our switch, and it could be whatever I make it to be. So I want, you know, this to be up, and I want pushing down to be down. Well, if you pull back, you can see that moving. That's activating the green. So up is green, and I butt connected this. So basically what I'm going to do is, you know, make my butt connections here and here, and that will connect me to this Windows motor. And then I got to do the same thing on the other door, and that'll situate the door side of the switch, and then I can connect the, you know, the other part of the harness that runs to power and ground and from one side to the other. So probably not explaining that the best, but I'm trying to touch on it. If you're keeping up, awesome. If you're not, I'm sorry. You're probably going to need to look at some diagrams and slow it down a little bit. But I'm going to get to making these connections, and that'll situate this door, and then we're going to try to take this door out there and get it hung. All right, we got the driver door wrapped up. Kind of go over what I did. Basically, I just kind of tucked the end up in there. I took all of the factory wiring out of the door. Kind of don't really need it. I'm gonna run my own speaker wire whenever we get to doing the audio in the door, so I'm not worried about that now. We had 3 extra wires coming from the harness that goes down to the window motor. Don't know what that's about. Don't know if part of that goes to speaker wires or not, but from what I understand, all I need is up and down and power from my new harness. So from what I understand, it should work. I left the open and close for the locks, the electric door locks. I left that wiring right here coiled up for whenever I get around to that. I do plan to do that. I haven't ordered that harness yet, but I'm sure it'll be similar to this window harness. It's probably actually more simple than this one is, because it's just an actuate and or like a push and pull, so it'll probably be way less wiring. But anyways, we'll do that later down the road. But for now, I just coiled it up right here at the door, left myself some extra, so whenever we're ready to do that, we can pull that harness through the door and make our connections here, and then we'll have our electric blocks hooked up. But for now, I'm just gonna leave. I'll probably zip tie this right here actually to keep it from pulling one way or the other, and then I've just kind of looped the switch up here for now for safekeeping until I figure out how I'm gonna mount it whenever I do the door panels. And then ran the wiring through the door hole, got the boot back on, and then I just kind of tangled this up, and I'm just gonna shove it in here so when I'm setting the door on, we don't have to hold anything, or we can wait until we get the door set up there, get the pin set, and then I can shove this through the cab, and then we can deal with what we need to deal with at that point in time. So now I'm ready to set it up on the truck. I don't really feel like setting up the bipod, and my battery's almost dead, and all my batteries are dead since I've left them sitting for months. So let me get this door set up there and get the pins knocked in, and then I'll show you guys what we got at that point. Oh man, you guys don't know how much it hurts me to have a green piece of anything on this truck. I hate green so much. But fast forward about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Can't remember if I said it or not, but got the wiring ran in from this door, got the other door all dressed up same as this one, kept the door lock wiring, coiled it up. But basically ran the harness under the carpet here, went over the tranny hump, went over to the other side, kept it under the carpet, popped it up through the door hole, got it wired up. And basically what I did was, since I lost the cover plate for this fuse box, it belongs to the OBS, I looked up and pin number 24 is for power windows, and it's already wired hot. So I was like, well, if I need to tap, I'm just gonna steal the wire off the back side of it. Since this harness is fused, I don't need it to go through here, so I'm just gonna steal the hot pin, basically plug into it, and then that way we're key hot only. And mother sucker, boys, we did it. So stoked. So stoked. This harness was $24 on Amazon. If you guys are wanting to do this. No, I didn't do anything to my manual doors. If you watched the whole video, I took them off, switched out for electric doors, and used this man, I want to say it was 25 bucks on Amazon. So hooked everything up as it was supposed to be. It was plug and play. All I had to do was find the up and down for each window regulator, but connected that, and then they give you a ground. I grounded a nice little raw spot right here on the wall, chassis, whatever. And then basically I just gotta get this wired in properly, and boom. Only works when the key's on. It's the way I want it, and boom, we're good to go. So I'm gonna get this wiring tucked up. Basically just get this hot tapped in, get everything tucked away neatly, and other than that, put the mirrors on it, and that's it for this one, boys. Pretty stoked. It went smooth. We were successful on the first try. We got new bushings in, new pins. We upgraded to electric windows, wired them up, first try, they worked perfect. So we're doing great, boys. Today was a success. Day's not over yet, it's only 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more work. I think I'm gonna get everything kind of cleaned up right here in the shop, back the truck in, and get that passenger side lip on the bedside where it's rubbing the tire, get that dealt with. The homie on here, OBS Omar, suggested just kind of score it a little bit up the front and back side, and then just hammer it, and that'll allow it to fold the rest of the way and keep it strong. Which Jake at Fat Fabs, I asked him when they did my my cross member notch in the back, I asked them, I was like, can y'all do the fenders? They're like, no, we don't do that, because if you cut them, they get real flimsy and weak, and then they start cracking and all that, which makes sense. The homie Omar saved the day, because I was about to just hack that shit off and be done with it. So look forward to that in the next video. We'll get that done. I'm gonna wire up the fuel gauge in here. I found out that I have a bunch of open circuits here because of everything in the dash that I got rid of. There's a fuse for everything in this truck, which is weird. But there's like a bunch of open 10 amp circuits. So I'll tie the fuel gauge into one, probably tie my tablet charger into another, and go from there. So you guys expect that in the next video. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's good to be back, feels good. By all means, you guys head over to the MattyXBuilds store if you would like to support the channel and grab some merch. I still have the Hot Boy Summer and Hot Girl Summer tees in stock. So if you guys want to swipe that, go check that out. We've also got the bunny stickers, got plenty of those in stock, the white and the gold ones. So, and then tons of air fresheners and lanyards still. So if you guys want to support the channel, head over to MattyXBuilds.com, grab you some swag, and other than that, peace out, be human. We'll see you on the next one.